Hey, Embry from Embry's Eats here, and today we're going to be making butternut squash and shallot soup. And we're going to get butternut squash, peel them with a normal vegetable peeler, and then cut them about this size. If the shallots are small, then you're going to want to cut them in half, but if they're bigger, then you cut them into about thirds or so. And then also there's some ginger in here, and you just peel it, and then you cut it up thin and chop it up a little bit and just throw it in there. It'll all cook for a while and get real mushy, and then you're going to want to throw that into the blender. And I forgot the garlic as well. You're going to want to put like 6 cloves of garlic or so in there. So here is the butternut squash. They've been in there for about 40, 50, 60 minutes, something like that. I didn't really count, but it's at 400, and after about 30 minutes, just turn them all over, and then come back, and if you can pierce them like this with your fork, nice and easy, then that means they're done. And so we're going to gather all this up, throw it in the blender, and bring out your chicken broth and salt. After putting the butternut squash in the blender, then you're going to want to add a little bit of chicken broth, and then mix it up. And I don't really have measurements for this, but if you go by texture, more chicken broth makes it more liquidy, less chicken broth makes it a little bit more solid. And I like a little bit less chicken broth because I'll make it a little bit more creamy, because this recipe doesn't use cream, and so I like it a little bit more thick. And then pour this over a strainer, and then mix that up on when it's in the strainer, and it'll catch all the fibrous stuff that you don't really want in your soup. In the recipe list, I say to use either low sodium chicken broth or no sodium chicken broth, because then at the end you can add in however much salt you want and any other kind of seasonings really. And then you can get it to just the way you like it, because sometimes those chicken broths have too much sodium in them.